What's up, everybody? Isaac Payne here, and welcome to Small Business Conversations, where we interview small business owners that are doing big things in the community. Today, I have with us a friend of mine who we go way back in the fitness community. He's a renowned Olympic weightlifter and now owns two fitness facilities, and they specialize in Olympic weightlifting, CrossFit classes, and personal training. So we want to hear all about their journey and their start and their story. So today we have us one of the owners of Dynasty Gym, Richard Kam. What's up, Richard?
Hey, thanks, Isaac. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, so I know you guys have two locations. Let's go back to the beginning. How did Dynasty start, and when, and what prompted you guys to jump into the pool of becoming gym owners?
Well, it's a good story. When I first started with my business partner, Patrick, we've known each other since childhood. So like little kids. So we've always kind of been friends throughout growing up, always been into fitness and sports. And I'm actually a firefighter as well. So when I was trying to get fit and stuff like that, like just getting into shape and learning to train, Patrick kind of got me into it because he was into kinesiology and stuff. So that's how we kind of got starting to CrossFit. And then I got into regionals at 2012, back in the day when I was just growing, and realized that I need to get better at my Olympic weightlifting or gymnastics, right? To two kind of skill sets of that modality in sport. So turned left, picked weightlifting, found a coach, and then basically fell in love and never looked back for the weightlifting portion. And then the rest is how we kind of got started. I started getting pretty good, national level, started competing, won Western Canadians once. And then slowly people started trickling in saying, hey, do you guys coach? And honestly, from nothing, we didn't know anything, but we were just learning ourselves, and we started coaching, developing athletes. And the next thing you know, we were at a facility, renting it out, coaching one class a week to whoever wanted to kind of join us. The people loved it. 2 classes a week, 3 classes a week at different locations. And then next thing you know, we had a few people paying a monthly membership fee, getting our coaching and turning into good athletes. So we've always wanted to open a gym, and that was kind of like the minimal viable product. And we're like, wow, maybe we should actually try and take the dive and open up a gym. And lo and behold, just looking around and for opportunity, and finally came up, and that's how we all kind of started.
Very nice. Then did you guys just rent out a empty space? You took over an existing space? How did it start?
So before, we just kind of rented space from other CrossFit gyms. We'd be like, hey, do you have time here? And we'd be like, we rent the space out. And at different gyms, we kept doing that, kind of getting our name out there. And then after that, we were actively looking for a business or space that was for sale or open for a lease. And that's kind of how we did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you long did you guys have your first facility for? How have it, but how long did you before you expanded?
We started in 2015, officially owning that place. But starting I would say 2-3 years prior to that building.
Okay.
Yeah, building our brand, building our members, building our athletes.
Nice. And mostly Olympic weightlifting at that time?
Yeah, at that time, it was kind of an interesting thing. I think would be for your viewers would be interested to learn is at that time we were thinking, hey, you know what? I think we're going to do weightlifting as our main thing. And at that time, CrossFit was taken off, and everyone was like, no, you know what? That's not going to work. No one does weightlifting. Everyone's kind of going right into CrossFit. But me saying this, following our passion, we're like, no, I really believe that people will love the sport and love what we can teach and how we teach it. And so we went with our gut and did weightlifting, and doing that made us stand out. So now, even then, I feel like we stand out to the other kind of CrossFit boxes because that's what we're known for. As well as running a great weightlifting program, we teach our coaches as well and stuff.
Okay, very interesting. Now, I guess the weightlifting thing, it just coincidentally just happened because you got good at it. You guys decided, okay, we're going to go deeper with this. Is that kind of what it was?
Well, we had to choose between gymnastics or weightlifting for me to be a better athlete at that time. Okay. So we happened to be weightlifting. If it was gymnastics, who knows? It could have been the other way around, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
But all I know is when we did it, we fell in love with it. Once I did it, I was like, no, this is it for me.
Okay. No, that's awesome, man. And I guess, yeah, I mean, you're right. I've been in the industry a long time. Olympic weightlifting is very niche
Yeah.
and very technical and everything. So how is it that you guys have been able to be so successful in such a niche sport? What's made you guys grow so much?
I think because one, knowing what you're doing, like obviously having the skill set and the knowledge to create athletes and a program that can help develop people, but also like I think we really love what we do and believe in it, right? So, and I feel like that transfers to people that come and they can see that we love it and we're doing this because it's our passion,
Mm.
right?
No,
So I
nice.
really feel like that makes a big difference.
Now, is it mostly competitive weightlifters, or are there people who are just average Joe who just like the movements and want to learn the movements? What are you finding with your clientele? And,
Well, the thing is, we have a lot of high level athletes. We have a lot of national level athletes, provincial level athletes, and like athletes we kind of built up, like juniors and stuff like that. But that's not the majority. The majority is actually like normal, like other people that do CrossFit and want to get better, or just people that are interested in Olympic weightlifting and wanted to take a dive into it. I feel what makes us different than a lot of places is I think we have a way that to teach weightlifting to a lot of people that don't know it in an approachable manner. Because when you look at weightlifting, it looks scary, it looks intimidating, and I totally understand that. But I feel like we have a way to present that to the normal person that is actually interested in learning the right way.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, it is intimidating for sure. So yeah, that definitely softens the blow. Do you guys have a lot of competitors who are also specializing in Olympic weightlifting?
Yeah, we have a lot of like I said, CrossFitters that want to get better at weightlifting to help them progress in that sport, as well as weightlifters that are just doing weightlifting and like working their way up the ranks.
No, sorry, man. Are there other gyms that
Oh,
specialize in teaching Olympic weightlifting like you guys?
from my knowledge, there's a lot of weightlifting clubs out there,
Okay.
but I would say as a gym, as a standout gym that just does weightlifting as like what we're known for, I don't believe so. In where we are,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And what made you guys decide to open a second location?
Well, that's a tough one. Sometimes I'm like I don't know why we did it, but you know, to get anywhere, you have to take calculated risks, and we've always kind of wanted to grow our dream, and we waited for the right opportunity at the time, and we took a shot. If we want to grow, you got to take a shot, right? Who knows about the pandemic and all that stuff? Like, you know, we didn't know that.
Of course.
Fortunately, we're still here, and actually we're weathering the storm. But like I said, at that time, that was the most rational decision of what our long-term vision is for the business.
Okay. And how has COVID been treating Dynasty Gym on a whole? How have you guys been able to weather the storm, so to be? How's it been going?
Well, I'm sure, and you know too, when we first started, it was super stressful. Everyone was worried because this has never happened to anyone, right? And businesses were closing, public health orders were being mandated, which forced all of us to close and our revenue stream to just drop, right? Fortunately enough that we have really great members out there that understand that we're a small business and we're still supporting us when we were closed. Now, saying that, we were still offering as much services as we could to like give them value as well, because we want to provide value for what they're doing to us. So that we did like online classes, check-ins, personal training like online to help them get through their tough time as well, right? Because we're in it together. Because as you understand, us as a boutique gym, it's not like we're like the big guys that have thousands of people that we don't care about. Everyone in our gym we care about.
No, absolutely. Yeah, it seems to be the running story for us boutique gyms is the strong community that's keeping them alive, so to speak, right? Yeah, just having those really supportive members that will stick with you to the bitter end. Oh, that's great. And then how have you guys found juggling two facilities now? When did you guys open the second location?
It's been a year and I would say a year and a half almost now.
Okay.
The second location. And obviously the pandemic was a whole year. So we really literally were just open 6 months before this happened. So, I mean,
Right.
I know that, you know, knock on wood here, I know that if we can get through this with the new gym, we're going to be okay, because I mean, we were a new business, right? I mean, the odds were stacked against us.
No, definitely, definitely. And how is it going though now, juggling two locations? How are you finding it?
We're starting to find a rhythm now. It's a lot easier, more manageable, because we have systems in place and good people that we work with. But definitely in the beginning, it was like all hands on deck, running around with your chicken with your heads cut off, just trying to maintain the ship from sinking.
Yeah, I can
Right.
imagine the stress.
You know? Oh yeah, the stress was like up here.
No, I
So
can.
now, to be honest with you, it's still stressful. I'm still worried, but I know that it can't get any worse than this. Right. So this is the one thing that people can take away as an own business owner, as a, person, like just for yourself. Like, we've gone through the worst part of it, I think. And if you can get through that, then, I mean, it's only up from here.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I think hopefully we've seen the worst, and now we're just
Yeah.
a matter of just being able to maintain as things start to die off. That's hopefully, fingers crossed.
Fingers
What we're
crossed.
looking at here. Yeah, no doubt. Now, is your second location, is it themed the same way, or still primarily Olympic weightlifting, or do you guys have a different emphasis over there? What's
Yeah.
okay.
So it's still the same kind of theme. It's still like Dynasty Gym. We still offer weightlifting and CrossFit as well. So it's a blend of both. We obviously had to reduce our classes and stuff because of COVID, right? Of the capacity we're allowed to have. So classes are kind of smaller, but we're still trying to balance out our classes as best we can for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how has that been going? Like, I'm just curious. Like, I know a lot of CrossFit gyms can't really deliver CrossFit right now. It's just an ironic thing. Like, how are you guys finding with programming and things like that? Like, what are you guys doing exactly?
Yeah, so we're just following the public health mandate. Like, basically, we're not running a hard hit class or anything like that. We're basically providing a program that people can follow, and we have a coach on hand, just make sure people are doing safe things and not hurting themselves. Basically following that template like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just limiting the number of people per class.
Yeah, like for us, we had to log in for our classes anyway. So you know how whenever we go in a restaurant or anything, we always have to like log in or like make sure they know who you are. That never really changed for us anyways. So in a good part, we already had these systems in place. The only thing different now is everyone works out in their own space, right?
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, what's the general vibe like in the gyms now? Are people still motivated? They're still coming in regularly? What's it like?
I think it's kind of funny. When it first happened, everyone was really worried, which they should be, and about safety and everything. But as we found out more about kind of what the virus is and it is, people started understanding what the risk tolerance they can take, right? And especially the biggest thing that has come up now, actually, I found, is mental health, right? People cooped up their house all day. Like, if you work from home, like, the gym is actually their only sanctuary. And not only, I'm not saying talk to people and meet up with people, but even just to see people.
Yeah.
Right. Even if you didn't know anyone there, but you're just there to work out, get some endorphins in you, get a little sweat on, and like see people. I think people will feel better. So actually, if anything, I feel like the membership and the community has gotten stronger, which is like interesting to see.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like you said, I guess, just having that one place to go where you can actually see other people, somewhat socialize.
Yeah.
It's like that's the dose they needed for the day, right?
Yeah.
Feel sane. That makes sense.
But I feel like with talking about community, I feel like when it weeds out the people that were kind of on the fringe anyways, because they're like, well, they might have found a lot of new stuff because, like I said, snowshoeing, biking, golfing, all these outdoor sports have exploded because they happen to fall into that, like, COVID, not like it's safe, right?
Yeah.
So lucky, good for them, right? Those businesses are thriving, killing it, and that's awesome. But what I found is also with us here is, yes, some members fell, but members that stayed on are even more fervent of, like, they love the community even more. Like, it's even a bigger part now. So getting out of this, I think it's actually stronger in a sense of membership and community, which I find amazing.
Yeah, I guess the true colors come out when shit hits the fan, right? So then you can see who really wants to be around. And
That's right.
Who are on the fence, see you later. Yeah.
That's right. And another thing is, like, not to say that what happened now, like COVID is good. It's not that it's good. It's the industry was so like fat for so long that like a lot of people that weren't run, like just saying a business that's not efficient, you would have to get efficient to survive, right?
Right.
You know, or just not do it, right? You know what I mean?
No,
That's a decision
absolutely.
that all owners will have to make, right? What's the risk versus reward, right?
No, definitely. No, 100%. What's your guys' long-term plans for Dynasty? Like say 3 to 5 years down the road, what do you guys want to do?
I don't know actually. I want to continue our excellent tradition of program and building athletes. Like that's not going to change. But the business aspect, I don't know. We'll see what opportunities come out. 2 gyms is good, a lot to handle, a lot of learning, but a lot of processes that we kind of learned in the first one into the second one helped. So I am more attuned to trying to help maybe businesses or like another gym get off the ground, because we kind of know, like if we built 2 businesses, especially one through COVID and it's still surviving, I mean, that's a skill set in itself. So hopefully to pass that knowledge along in the future. In terms of opening another gym, I don't know. We'll see when a good opportunity comes. You know, I can't say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's sort of struggles, what are the biggest struggles you've had in other than COVID that you would like, what other skill sets would you like to adopt that you don't currently have that would really help you in your business?
I think I would like to be a little better on an online presence. I know we do a lot of the stuff, but I still want to be a little better at that, because that is the way that you're going to be reaching your consumers or your target audience now more. So that's why with that app you're doing, great, perfect, right? That's the way you got to go.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like that's something I want to work on, but the thing is, as you know, you can only spread yourself so thin. So you got to, what's more important to tackle for your vision going forward, right?
Yeah, and then every skill set requires time and energy. And how much time do you have?
That's right.
You're still a full-time firefighter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So when do you find time to actually work on Dynasty or work
all day, every day, all day, every day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The hustle never stops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's tough, right?
As an entrepreneur, you know, it never stops. But that's the pros and the cons of owning your own business, right? Some people aren't cut out for it because they just can't handle doing it all the time. And that's fine, right? So you got to know there's the highs are highs, but the lows are lows, right?
Yes. No, absolutely. Do you find yourself like I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, but I haven't worked for anybody in a long time. Do you find it hard, like 2 parts of your brain, because part of you is employee, the other part of you is entrepreneur? Do you find there's a conflict sometimes? Do you feel torn ever?
No, not with my job as a firefighter. I mean, that's a very gratifying, satisfying job. I love what I do. I'm helping people, you know, in dangerous situations and the community, which is almost translate to kind of what I'm trying to do with the gym, right? And it's not really like a boss and, you know, boss and employee relationship as much in the fire department, in a sense. Like we're all kind of a team. So I don't really find a conflict in that situation too much, but definitely a lot of things transfer over for me.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
interesting. But yeah, so you know what I mean? But you're an entrepreneur, you wanna be a go-getter, you want to grow and you want to run your own show. Do you find it hard sometimes now you work for somebody when you're a firefighter? I just in my mind, I feel like it's
Yeah.
a conflict.
No, not for me.
Yeah, it's all good.
No. I just like tune off. Like this is my other thing I got to do right now. You know what I mean?
Okay. Have you ever thought about cutting back on firefighting at all to be more Dynasty?
No. I think with my job, it allows me a lot of free time. So that's kind of a pro and con, right? Like I work 2 days and 2 nights.
Okay.
Right. So I still have a lot of time to like put into the gym and other things that I'm working on as well. But definitely it can be hard sometimes with the night shifts and shift work and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
So one thing that I find hard is sometimes I like overstretch myself, right? Because I'm always wanting to do stuff, because I feel like if I'm not doing anything, I'm going backwards, right?
Right.
So that's where I kind of fall, because I sometimes I go too hard.
No, fair enough. That makes sense too. I could see that. Now you and Patrick have been friends and since childhood and stuff. So what are your guys's, you guys obviously bring different skill sets to the table. What would you say you specialize in? What does Patrick specialize in?
Yeah, so this is the interesting part about our business as like a best friends and like business partners. What we've learned is it's hard to find good partners to do stuff and understand what our vision and goal is and willing to work hard to get there, right? Now, I'm better at more the front end stuff in the sense of like social media, marketing, networking, putting people together and trying to like grow our vision. And then Patrick is really good at the back end stuff, the administration, the day-to-day ops, getting all the fine print in order to make sure everything runs smoothly. So we're very lucky in the sense that we actually cover each other's weaknesses, I believe. Yeah.
That's key, man. I mean, for a partnership, you guys got to bring different things to the table. And the fact that you guys have been able to do that and still maintain your friendship is huge.
Yeah, for sure.
Because lots of times things can go sour for sure when friends do business together.
Definitely. When it comes down to it, right? You'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Do you guys have any tips for any small business owners out there or anyone who is thinking about starting a business?
Yeah, I think something I've learned is it doesn't have to be perfect, but just get it going and then get feedback and iterate as you go. Because sometimes people always try to make things perfect, but in the end of the day, it's never perfect for anything. Like it could be a product, it can be like what I'm trying to teach, but you keep making it better. And as you go, you're getting more people to come in. Another thing I find is like, I honestly feel like and it's great that people want to achieve their dreams, but I feel like a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs, but they don't understand the work that comes into it. So this is like an interesting thing. I'm not making negatives. Like you have to work a lot. You got to put in the work. People say that a lot. People show it on social media a lot. But when it comes down when no one's watching, that's the work that really needs to be done, and be prepared for that, because not everyone is meant to do it. Like I know it sucks to say that, but not everyone's meant to do it.
No, you are 100% correct. I mean, it's the same metaphor for fitness, weightlifting, anything. Not everyone can be a champion. Not everyone can compete at the highest level.
Yeah.
It's the dirty work you're doing when no one's watching, right? When everyone else is sleeping, you're training. When everyone else is going out for dinner, you're eating clean, et cetera, right? So, I mean, it is the same mindset for sure if you want to get to the next level. No, absolutely. No, that's awesome, man. Do you guys, any other pointers or anything like that you can give people moving forward, just in terms of the COVID, how to keep a positive outlook?
You have to, the people that you have around you, you have to like really like connect with, and because they're going to be your support system and also help you out of a bind. Now, the interesting thing I've learned building our both gyms is when you do things like this, when you're moving forward and creating a vision, so you always meet people that are willing to help you, and for some reason, like little angels that come and help you do things, and you don't know how it all happened when you look back on it. But if you just stay true to like what you believe in, and if you get there, it's all that more satisfying doing like what you're trying to do.
No, it makes sense. The universe will work for you depending on whatever vibes you give it, it will give back to you, right?
Yeah, you got to stay positive, man. You have to stay positive.
Yeah.
Because this game, there's a lot of negatives. So you got to stay positive.
No, for sure. I mean, what have you been doing personally to maintain your strong mindset and health and whatnot? Anything in particular?
Well, I still train. I still do my lift. I am not going to compete this coming year because with too much stuff going on, but I'm still going to compete hopefully in the World Masters next year. So it's going to keep me going. Definitely being a part of this industry, like I'm not going to let that go. Like, I know it takes a lot of my time, but this is what I'm passionate about.
Oh, that's awesome, man. How old are you now?
I'm 35.
Oh, okay.
Officially a Masters now.
Yeah.
International.
Yeah. Warranty is up now, eh, buddy? Eh?
That's right.
Nice, man. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I'll be looking for you for sure. You can look for me too. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Let's go, buddy. I'll teach you.
Not the weightlifting though.
Is your knee fixed? Come on, what's going on?
It's almost there, buddy. It's almost there. A lot of dirty work behind the scenes, man. A
That's
lot of
right.
dirty work. It's
That's
almost
right.
there. 2022 is my year.
Me too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's quite the journey, man. I mean, life it's crazy. You never know what's going to throw you, but you have to, like you said, keep your head on straight, keep looking forward, and take every setback and failure as an opportunity to be much better on the other side.
Well, that's the only way. I mean, if you're gonna get knocked down and not get up, then it's over, right? So you have to get up.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And how's Patrick doing these days?
Well, Patrick just had a kid about, I don't know, 9 months ago. So he's being dad. So he's got dad duties now, right?
Yeah,
But managing all that is a part of being an entrepreneur, right?
it is. It is.
You can set your own schedule, but sometimes you gotta handle business when it needs to be handled.
No, great, man. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm happy you guys are doing well and weathering the storm and thriving and keeping your head up. Local businesses, small businesses are fighting the fight of their lives right now.
So yeah, there's a lot of empty spaces right now. I see a lot of empty spaces right now. So I hope it gets better for everyone out there.
No, man, I wish you guys all the best of luck with moving forward in the future. And obviously I'll be still following you guys. And I want you guys to have all the success moving forward.
Thanks. I mean, you too, man. I'm interested. Can't wait to see your app and see what's going on with that. So we'll get on that.
Yes, buddy. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you taking the time to chat. And Dynasty Gym. Where can everyone find Dynasty Gym?
We have 2 locations, one in Vancouver downtown and one in Burnaby, North Burnaby. So if you're looking for a gym, hit us up.
Okay, awesome, man. Appreciate it. We'll be following you guys, and thanks again for taking the time, Rich.
No, of course, man. I can't wait. You know what? I would like to see you again. That's what we're gonna do. Like to see you again when this is over. Okay.
Yeah.
People don't know. I've known Isaac at least 10 years now.
Yeah,
we're regional.
You at that regional.
That's right. We met at a regional.
I knew Patrick first.
Yeah.
And then I met you through Patrick. Yeah.
That's right.
So
OGs in the game.
No, man, it's awesome, man. And our paths will definitely cross again.
Okay, brother.
Okay, all the best and take care.
Take care. I'll talk to you soon.